All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are still 16 bottles of champagne available. If you'd like champagne at your table, try and get someone's attention that looks official. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you take a look to see if you have pearls around your neck. That means you might win the best of live.
I get along without you very well. Of course I do. Except when soft rains fall and drip from leaves, then I recall the thrill of being sheltered in your arms. Of course I do. But I get along without you very well. I've forgotten you just like I should. Of course I
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Hughes. I'm the Director of Marketing Communications at the College of Idaho, and I want to welcome all of you to the 2022 Virtual Scholarship Gala. Many of you joined us last year when it was all virtual, but this year we are having a live event here in Boise at the Boise Centre on the Grove. But we're just very thankful that you're all still continuing to join us virtually. And we ask you to bid and open up your generosity as you help support the students and the scholarships here at the College of Idaho. Our theme tonight is 130 years of stories. Well, we wanted to give you a look inside the room here, sort of it's not really a red carpet, more of a purple carpet here in tune with the College of Idaho colors and theme. And we wanted to introduce you to some of our alumni and a student that we'll have for you here that we wanted you to hear from as we kick things off here on the virtual Scholarship Gala. My first interviewee is a class of 1987, Mr. Scott Herder. Scott, you're down here from
Seattle area. Seattle, Washington.
And 1987 was your graduating year. Not a lot of people have firsts in their College of Idaho story. I know one about Scott Herder. You were the first college soccer recruit. Tell me about your College of Idaho story.
Absolutely. I was introduced to the College of Idaho through my brothers. They were getting information from colleges all over. And I had just happened to see that there was a soccer program starting down here at the College of Idaho. So I called down immediately, and they didn't have a coach yet at the time. So they had a club coach. I came down with a couple buddies, and we played. And the club coach says, I don't know what's going to happen, but we want to recruit you guys and have you guys come down here. And I was one of the three that actually stayed down here and decided to give it a career, and it was a great experience.
One thing that I know about the soccer teams, especially those ones that were in the 80s when you were starting everything up, is that you have remained so tight throughout the years. Talk about the friendships that you made here and how those have continued on decades later.
Absolutely. We had a lot of firsts. We had new uniforms, a new soccer field. Everything was first. So it was a great time. We got scolded by Marty Hawley at midterms because of our grade point average, but we went through everything together, and the guys were great lifelong friends. We met. We did a lot on campus together, and we did a lot off of campus together, and we still, in fact, I'm going to Mexico on Sunday with another Eric Toscan, who played soccer down here. So we're still doing things together.
That's awesome. And then a benefit for your story as well is you met your wife at the College of Idaho as well.
I did. We went through the business school together. We knew each other for 3 years, started dating in April of our senior year, got engaged in November of our or after our graduation, and got married the following June. So yeah, we've been married for just about 34 years. So it's a great experience. We both enjoy coming back to the college and just learning about these students. The students are amazing these days. Such motivation, such excitement around campus, and it's just great to be back.
Well, it's great to have you here live in person at the gala. We love Diana, your wife, works for the college as well now.
She does, yeah.
Which is outstanding. She works in the parent and alumni relations. So thanks for being here and sharing a little bit of your story, Scott. All right, we have another alumni couple coming in, actually, and one of them also works with parent and alumni relations. Mr. Michael Danielson here, and then many of you will recognize this young lady next to me, Linda Danielson, both alumni of the college, and of course Linda, longtime math professor. What year was it you started here?
It's been a while. 95 I started to teach.
95. Oh, that's awesome. Didn't you just go straight from Oregon State getting your PhD almost straight to the college?
Yep, I did. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's my job, my career. Yeah.
It's just fantastic. See, we keep the best ones here too as well. Linda and Michael, tell me a little bit about it. It's 130 years of stories tonight. Your story ended up you got married while you were still in college. Tell me a little bit about your College of Idaho story.
Go ahead.
Well, I have to say that we met each other on the bus to what was Sawtooth at the time. That was the freshman orientation. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting behind Linda, and I noticed Linda right away. And she noticed me, but not necessarily in a good way. I like to say that she fell for me immediately, but the reality is she didn't think I was that cool.
He wasn't as funny as he thought he was.
I think he's funny now. Maybe it takes a while.
Yeah, maybe it does.
I've grown on her. Yeah, for sure.
Now, you actually, eventually you had to have said yes.
Yes, I did. So we were in classes together, and fortunately, we were on tour choir together, actually, and great friends, and study partners.
And one of Linda's best friends, Ange Bonaminio, who also has a little connection to the college, she suggested that we study together, and the three of us. And so I was brought into this this threesome, and Ange disappeared. And it was just Linda and me, and we ended up studying together as freshmen and then sophomores and juniors and became really close friends.
And you were married, was it on campus?
We were married on campus in the chapel outside of Jewett.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and where was our reception? Blatchley.
Blatchley.
Our reception was at Blatchley.
So that's the start, but let me ask you, especially you, Linda, you've been working with College of Idaho students. I mean, you were one.
I was.
Just talk about the stories, just some of the stories, maybe not tell me all the stories, but what it's like having those students come through under your tutelage when you have so much in common with them, having been a student yourself there.
Boy, I've not thought about the commonality, except that we all love learning. So as a student, I loved learning. The college opened my eyes. I was a first-generation college student, like many of our students are, and had no idea what I would study. I thought I'd be maybe a veterinarian or a doctor. That's all I knew about, and never thought about mathematics until my advisor. So Roger Higdom really encouraged me. So I think in having that in common with our students, I think everybody is genuine, and we have the greatest students who really want to learn and give it their all. And we as faculty always admire our students' work ethic, and we often say, if you ask them, they'll do it. They'll do it for you. They'll work hard. There'll be some tears, but they'll do it for you, and they'll grow. And
yeah,
it's great.
I tell you what, and if you ask the students will tell you it's wonderful faculty that keep them coming back year after year, and you've been there since '95, so you're one of those big reasons. Michael, quickly, tell me why you just left a career and now you've joined the college as well in the alumni and parent relations.
Yes.
Tell me why that was important for you to do.
Well, I worked for 28, nearly 29 years for Liberty Mutual Insurance, and I was offered an early retirement, and it made sense. And then I had to do some self-reflection. What would I want to do with my life? And I can't think of anything more satisfying and meaningful than coming back to the college and working. So I joined an awesome team with Danielle Doherty as the alumni director, and I have the opportunity to visit with parents and alumni, and basically I draw from my experience as a senior class president in high school, and it's the best job in the world.
That is awesome. Yeah. Danielsons, thank you so much for joining us on our
Purple Group.
Thanks, Joe.
Awesome. We love seeing you at all the places that you guys.
Go Yotes.
Athletics, the gala, everything. Fantastic. Well,
thank you.
We're going to invite in our next couple, and this is exciting as well. We happen to have, standing next to me now, the chair of our Board of Trustees, Jill Tweet, class of 2001, and Josh Shears, her husband, class of 99. Did I get that right?
That's right.
Now, were you similar majors? Were your majors different? What is your?
I majored in political science.
Okay.
I did not have political science and economy or whatever it's called now. It was just political.
It was just
science.
political science. Yes.
No, I was an English major. Yeah.
An English major.
Hoping to be a teacher one day, but I failed miserably and became a lawyer.
And you both went into law. Exactly. That's fantastic. Wow. See, you can go anywhere. It doesn't even matter what the major is.
Liberal arts education is the real deal. You can go anywhere you like.
So it's 130 years of stories tonight is what we're celebrating. Jill, let me start with you. Tell me a little bit about your College of Idaho story, even if it includes this guy too.
It does include this guy for sure. I was talking to Brian Bava yesterday about how choices we make really shape our lives, and I had the choice to go to Boise State or the College of Idaho, and the scholarships that the College of Idaho offered definitely pushed me over that way. That's where I wanted to go, and so life choices, scholarships from the college, and then I met this guy there, so all worked out pretty well.
You were an upperclassman.
I was.
Yes.
I was nearly gone. We met in May, just before I graduated.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'll count myself
nick of
lucky
time.
for that. Yeah. So it was pretty serendipitous, but here we are, all these years later, still together. So.
What was your story? How did you get to the college?
You know, I was recruited to play soccer from the metropolis of Casper, Wyoming, and luckily they were kind enough to give me a spot on the team. And I always thought if the worst thing that happened is that we lost every game. And I got a 4-year degree from a liberal arts college. I was a happy guy, and luckily we didn't lose every game. We did pretty well, but I was just happy to be there and be part of the experience. And coming from a long ways away, I couldn't have been more welcomed by the professors and everybody else on the campus. And then, of course, you meet such great people when you come to the college.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yes, very good. And you're at St. Luke's now?
I'm at St. Luke's now. That's right. Yep.
And you're the director of business development?
Yeah, that's right. I'm director of business development over at the Employer Services Office. So it's basically we talk about lots of different things that aren't all that interesting to everybody, but we sure hope that we're making a difference for healthcare and folks here in Idaho. And yeah, it's been tons of fun.
Well, and Jill is at senior vice president at Boise Cascade, and you knew you were going to be an attorney when you were going through the College of Idaho, but there was a little bit of a story there that was a hiccup when you were getting into, you were doing a 3-3 program with the University of Idaho, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I do believe, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe I'm still the only person to do the 3-3 program with the University of Idaho. And somewhere between, as Josh called, the metropolis of Casper, the metropolis of Caldwell, and the metropolis of Moscow, Idaho, my application was lost. And I've never heard whether it was Jasper Licalzi or Carrie Hunter who called the College of Law and said, I don't know where this is, but you got a letter in, and I'm grateful to them every day that I got in, because here I am.
Those are attentions to detail, and let's make sure that they're getting where they need to go.
Yes.
Well, you'll be hearing from Jill a little bit later on as well, as she's part of our program tonight. But thank you both for joining us and all you do, leading our board of trustees, and you guys just fantastic alumni as well as just being great supporters in the community as well. So thanks
Happy
for joining us on our little kind of faux purple carpet here.
Where's the purple carpet?
Yeah, it's kind of, there's kind of some purple in there, kind of brownish and goldish and yellowish. And now our next guest is a special one because she has a lot of experience for being as young as she is from the College of Idaho. In fact, she's still a student. She's a senior here at the College of Idaho. But way back when, in 2019, when she was a freshman, she was our student speaker here at the gala in front of 600 people. I remember in your speech you were talking about how I didn't know this was going to be part of my freshman experience, but here you are 3 years later. You've been to every in-person gala that we have had. Tell me how your experience has gone, your story at the college.
Well, I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and I'm a first-generation student. And like I said, my freshman year, I had no idea I would be speaking in front of so many people as a freshman. But nonetheless, that experience, I received so much support from alumni, and that's been my experience at C of I, not just from alumni, but from my professors, my classmates. All my mentors have been so supportive of my journey, and all the people I've met have really gone out of their way to support me. And now I'm a senior, and I'm going to graduate soon, but I just have an open mind. And even here at this event, alumni are telling me they can help me. They have connections, so... Yeah, I've had a great experience. That
is fantastic. And I just, if I could encourage you to go to the college's YouTube channel and look up Mia Maldonado's speech from 2019. You were so young.
Yes.
I mean, it's
still am.
Not like you're that old, but oh my goodness, to put a freshman up there was just remarkable. And it was just fantastic to have you. You were so excited to be here. Has it lived up to your expectations 3 years later?
Yeah, I have met my best friends through all the clubs and the organizations I've joined, and I think the college has done a really great job at providing me with the things that I care about, whether that be through the clubs and the professors. My department, I'm in international political economy and Spanish department, and you know, coming in as a freshman, I had such a specific goal in my mind, but this experience at C of I has really opened my mind a lot more to the potential possibilities in my future. So, yeah, for sure.
Well, it's just real special for us to have you here for your senior year, Mia. So thank you for joining us for this and resharing some of your story. And you have a little bit of an appreciation for the students that go up there.
Yes, I understand what they're going through. And even now, I'm talking to a camera and I'm still nervous. But
of course,
so I can
very natural.
Imagine, yeah.
Well, you'll be hearing from our student speaker, who Christina Hernandez, and you will be hearing from her as well. But Mia, thank you so much for joining us. It's just been fantastic for all 4 years that you've been here. It's just been so good to have amazing students like Mia Maldonado and the alumni that you've seen out here today. So coming up next, you'll be seeing a live look back here as we get with the official program at the 2022 Scholarship Gala, and then of course our student speaker will be coming up a little bit after that as well. All right. Hope we're having a great night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our program is about ready to start. If you could start making your way back to the tables. If you haven't already, again, our program is just about to begin. If you could make your way back to the tables, we have just a handful of raffle tickets still left. So if you need one, raise your hand now and we'll get one to you. But that raffle will be coming up in just about probably less than 10 minutes here. As you're making your way back to the tables, I'd like to direct your attention to the screens we have up here for a brief video of some of the highlights of 2021 at the College of Idaho.
Just from 2021, 2020, let's go, Youngs! Welcome, everybody, to the 2022 College of Idaho Scholarship Gala. My name's Joe Hughes. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications at the college, and I'm happy to be your MC this evening. Before we get started with our program, I'd like to take just a moment to acknowledge that while we get the opportunity to have a great time together tonight, that there is indeed a war being waged in Ukraine, and we want to be mindful of the struggles and the sorrows that many are dealing with right now. We have several students on campus from the region, and one of our students in particular, a senior, is from Ukraine. And while she's been talking to her mom and her family members on the phone this past week, she can hear explosions going off in the background. If you've been to one of our basketball games or football games over the past 4 years, you may have already met her, as she is one of the best students we employ to perform as the Yote mascot. Our campus is great about rallying around each other's needs, evidenced by a vigil on campus at the clock tower this past Monday, as well as a few separate forums that were led by staff, faculty, and students to discuss the war. So tonight, we do not take the freedom we have to celebrate this great school lightly. With that being said, it is so nice to see all of your faces again. It is so great to be in person and see this community together again. You saw in our 2021 video, we saw the virtual Scholarship Gala that we did last year. I want to thank all of you for continuing to support the student scholarships, even though we weren't able to meet in person last year. Your support for that was just incredible. We do have a virtual audience tuning in online tonight as well. So we would like to thank all of you in person and wherever else you're watching around the world tonight for joining us to support this great college. And I welcome you to one of our favorite events of the entire year. Now, please join me in thanking our major sponsors of tonight's Scholarship Gala. Our presenting sponsor is D.B. Fitzpatrick. Our title sponsors, absolutely. Our title sponsors are Boise Cascade and Blue Cross of Idaho. Our live auction sponsor is Erstad Architects. Our Adopt a Yote sponsors are Albertsons, U.S. Bank, yes, Anderson Construction, and Title I. Love the enthusiasm. We love our sponsors. Our silent auction sponsors tonight are Crosstown Movers, Recor Group LLC, Pepsi, P1 FCU, Caxton, and Holly Troxel. Our supporting sponsor, Albertsons, thank you for donating the gorgeous floral centerpieces this evening. They're fantastic. So please join me in thanking all of our sponsors. Now, I'd also like to recognize those who have played a significant role in making the Scholarship Gala a success. Our Gala Committee community members. So please stand as I read your name. Tricia Bauer, Jenny Carrier, class of 99, Robin Hibbs, Holly Little, and Jen Sampson, class of 97. Jen's not standing, but she's right there. All right, now, would our students like to come up here and join me on stage for tonight's live auction raffle drawings? And we're going to be drawing for the online raffle as well. So if you're joining us virtually, please stay tuned because you're involved in this. So first off, we are going to draw the winner of the Traeger barbecue grill donated by D&B Supply. There it is. We're going to mix it up, and our student is going to pick the name. Larry Works. Larry Works. All right, next, I love the drum roll. That was very cool. Next, we'll be drawing for the pearl necklace donated by Simmons Fine Jewelry. Oh. Christine Langhorst. Christine Langhorst wins the pearl necklace. All right, the third item is the beer and wine for a year, donated by Jackson's, Hayden Beverage, and Hayden Distributing. Alexandra Grande. Alex gets the free beer and wine for a year. The fourth item is the Mexico getaway. Okay, I don't know if there's going to be a family fight over this. It's Little. Just the last name. Little wins the Mexico getaway. And our final online raffle drawing is for the $5,000 scholarship. And it goes to Keene. 17. Right over. All right. Now, this year's in-room raffle drawing will provide a lucky winner his or her choice of one of any of the items, the live auction items available in our live auction, with the exception of the golden retriever puppy. Okay, so here is our winner. Wow. 111. Who has all ones, triple ones? Do we have? Okay, all right. So you're going to come up here and tell us which one of the live auction items you're going to select. The winner is Ariel Olvera, and she is selecting as we speak. She was going back and forth between Keith Urban and A Week in Mexico, and she went Week in Mexico. Ariel has selected, congratulations to our raffle winner, The Week in Mexico. Congratulations, Ariel. Now, if you didn't win a raffle item, there's one more chance. There's one more chance to win something tonight. Thanks to the generous donation from Albertsons, one lucky table guest will take home the beautiful floral centerpiece. So everyone, please look at the back of your menu cards. The person who has the Yote sticker on their menu card wins the centerpiece at your table. Thank you, everyone who took part in the raffle online and here in person. And let's hear it for our students who helped make a lot of people happy with raffle winners tonight. All right, now we'd like to show you another very quick video. Some of you may have seen this already. It's a 30-second television commercial we produced with Stoltz Marketing Group that is currently airing in the Boise market. As has been our tradition, nobody you see in these commercials are actors. They're our own students. They're our own alumni, faculty, parents, staff. They're all legitimate. Actually, I should correct myself. There is one actor involved in this. It's our longtime theater professor, Joe Golden, who did the voiceover for it, but he's still one of us. So now have a look at the video.
There's some common thinking about college, that you'll never graduate with a major in 4 years. Well, it's more like a major in 3 minors. Little scholarship money is awarded. Right, like an average of over $21,000 per student. That real-world learning comes later, unless, of course, your classroom is the real world. The College of Idaho is all about changing your outlook on education and just how far you'll go. As to that late-night studying, sorry, that's still the same.
All right. Thank you, Stoltz, with your help on that, and our great staff in marketing communications to put that together. Now, please welcome to the stage the chair of our Board of Trustees, class of 2001, Jill Tweet.
Good evening and welcome on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Joe mentioned that he's glad to see everyone's faces. I'm frankly glad to finally see everyone's legs. So I hope you have a great time this evening. Enjoy, get those rotator cuffs lubricated so you can get your numbers up in bidding, and have a great time this evening. I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming the co-presidents, Doug Brigham and Jim Everett. Where'd they go?
I got to tell you, it is awesome looking at faces again without masks on. Can I just say that? Thank you for being out here. This gala is very special to me. Some of you may know I was a student at the College of Idaho 30 some years ago. And I can tell you that there is zero chance that I would have attended the College of Idaho without scholarship help. Zero chance. I was an average at best student in high school, and I was an average at best basketball player in high school. But I loved both. And I was sitting at home, spring of my senior year, and I got a phone call from a guy named Marty Hawley. Some of you may know Marty, longtime basketball coach. Marty offered me a basketball scholarship. Now, before you get too excited, this was at a time when the college wanted to grow enrollment. So Marty was offering scholarships to anybody that could tie their shoelaces. But I got to tell you, that $500 scholarship meant that I could attend the College of Idaho. That was a big deal to me. Fast forward to spring of my freshman year, and I learned something else. Colleges increase tuition every year. I didn't know that. I know that now. Didn't know that then. So I had another dilemma. I had a financial bind again. And I had a couple of faculty members that went to bat for me, got me an academic scholarship or a little bit more, and got me through, changed my life. Wouldn't have had the chance to meet my wife, Beth, had I not had those scholarships. Wouldn't have the chance to work every day with this guy, which is the best thing in my life to do from a work standpoint, Jim. That's it. But that's what we do. Still today, we change lives. The students that are here, 99.9% of our students get scholarships. $500, $1,000, just like me, it makes all the difference in the world. So thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thanks for all you're doing. I'm going to turn it back to this guy, but thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Well, it is awesome to come to work every day for so many reasons, and Doug's one of them. We have fun. I heard a president say a while back that said it's just not fun anymore. Every day we've had fun. We've had some tough days, but every day is fun, and it's never been more important than it is right now. So I want to give you, as stories change, Doug talked about his story changed, and everybody in this audience that's an alum of the college has a story to share. But the college has a story to share, and that story is that this has always been a phenomenal school. Our professors, our staff are incredible. The one piece of the story that hasn't been so good has been the financial history of the college. So here to tell you that last year, we believe for the first time in 130 years, we had a balanced budget. Our endowment, I haven't checked the stock market today, but our endowment stands at a record $126 million, up considerably from where it's been. Our enrollment is at record total. It's incredible where we are, and we're here for a lot of reasons. We get to do the fun stuff. We get to, go out and talk to people about the story, to receive the checks, to those kinds of things are great, but it's really because of everybody here. So I'm going to ask you to do something. We're going to be doing a lot of sitting. And so if you're a faculty member, would you please stand up? Faculty, please stand up. Anybody that's a faculty member at the College of Idaho. Stay standing. Please stay standing. This faculty, unbelievable. The stuff we've had to do to make sure we still provide an extraordinary experience for every student. We flipped on a dime to online learning when we needed to. It hasn't been the college experience that any of us are used to, but these faculty members went above and beyond. I could be here all night telling stories about the things they do to make sure that every student had that great experience. We are so grateful to our faculty, so please stay standing. Doug?
All right, we want to have anybody that's a staff member also please stand real quick. So you think about COVID and what we've been through. Without these two groups, we wouldn't have gotten through it. They've delivered meals to students that needed it, that were in quarantine. They've gone above and beyond, kept the grounds looking great. We love our staff. We love our coaches. Wouldn't be here without them.
Stay standing. Next group, students. Students, if you'd stand. I don't know about you. This last 2 years has been tough on everybody. And I don't want to diminish we've lost lives, we've had lots of things go on. But I don't know that there's a group that's been more adversely impacted by this than students. I mean, everything that's supposed to happen in college was not what it normally is. But our students inspire us every single day. They show up and they, instead of worrying about what they don't have, they focus on what they do have. They're grateful, they're kind, they're brilliant. We are in unbelievably good shape. If you're ever pessimistic, come over to the college. We'll buy you lunch, sit in the cafeteria with it. We'll go to any table, anytime. You will be blown away with these students. It is a joy to get to come to work every day because you just feel good about where the world's headed with these guys.
All right, stay standing. This is a participation sport. So everybody else, if you're online virtually, stand up if you're able. If you're here and you're able, stand up real quick. We want to recognize everybody. Real quick, just stand up. Everybody. All right. What you guys have done, everybody in this room, collectively, what you've done in the past, what you're doing tonight, supporting our students, supporting this college, we would not be here without you guys. Thank you for the last 130 years. Thank you for the next 130 years. Go ahead, give yourselves a round of applause, a standing ovation. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Doug and Jim. Thanks for all your participation. Get the blood flowing for paddle raises and auction items. So we're about to start the live auction, and this is when we're going to send our virtual audience to a part of the program that we have just for them. And again, thank you to all in the virtual audience tonight who joined us for your support, again, of the students of the College of Idaho. And we'll let you go to your portion now. And welcome to the virtual gala. We're taking it out of the live event at Boise Centre on the Grove and back here on campus for the virtual aspect of it. Again, we thank all of you for joining us, and just a reminder again that everything we're doing tonight there and here is for scholarships for the students of the College of Idaho. Many of them don't even come or even give the college a shot until they know they're getting a scholarship type of package that's going to make it work for them. And so we need to be in the ball game to bring the best students to the College of Idaho, and you're a huge part of that with the goal that we've set tonight, raising for the scholarship funds here at the college. Some of the great faculty members that we have on campus, it's such a big team effort that they donate a lot of their time and expertise to some of the silent auction items that are available for you tonight. Megan Dixon is doing a lecture. She's an expert on Russia. Oh, that's not in the news these days. Yeah, that'll be a fantastic item to learn quite a bit from one of our great professors, Megan Dixon. We have Grant Farmer is offering up the choir to one of your events where they'll come and sing for like half an hour. Talk about making an impression to have the College of Idaho choir singing at your event. That is up for auction as well with the silent auction. Garth Clausen, one of our fantastic art professors who has taught so many students over the year, has a paint and sip Who doesn't like those? That's a fantastic, fun evening to come away with some art and a lot of fun while you're making the art with Garth Clausen. And Diane Raptosh, she's offering up 6 autographed books as well as a discussion about those books. Diane Raptosh, not only is she one of our fantastic professors, but she's also an alum of the college as well. So those are just some of the items that, again, these are available for bid up until 9 o'clock Mountain Time tonight. So please take a look at those and bid on those. Now we want to introduce you to one of our students who you are helping tonight. She is quite a remarkable story, and she came to the college because the scholarships were able to get her along, but she's had to work through her entire time. She's going to end up going to medical school, and she's going to be making a difference in so many lives. She has had quite the struggles in her lifetime before she even got to the college. We want to share with you the story of our senior, Christina Hernandez.
My name is Christina Hernandez. I'm a senior at the College of Idaho, majoring in biomedical science, and I am minoring in communications, psychology and health, Spanish, and pre-med. Everyone has a dream, whether it be big or small. We have all wanted something so bad that we will do whatever we can to get it. I like to think of myself as a can-do person. I seek out opportunities and find ways to capitalize on them. I was raised by a single mother who gave birth to me in McCall, 6 days after her 15th birthday. She likes to joke around and say that we grew up together, but she's not wrong. In all reality, we did. There are so many things that I've learned from my mother, work ethic being one of them. I specifically remember having to go to work with her at times when she was a waitress, one of multiple jobs she had at any given time. She would sit me in the corner, bring me a plate of food, and I would spend my day or night coloring, looking at books, playing games, and entertaining myself. Resources have been scarce my entire life, so I've had to work hard for nearly every accomplishment achieved. I have had various jobs, from working as a full-blown carny to working at St. Alphonsus Regional Medical Center, a job that I still do throughout the year. I have worked these jobs to help pay for things such as high school sports to saving up for college. Scholarships have helped in many ways to bridge the gap, but I still need to earn money to be able to continue to fill more of that gap and afford housing to live on campus. It can sometimes be a struggle to balance work, school, and life. It's a constant worry, but I cannot continue to go to school if I do not work. I became interested in science and medicine at a very early age. My first intrigue was ignited when I was in the 7th grade. I'd been having some pain in my feet, and it was discovered that I had underdeveloped growth plates, which would require surgery. Without going into too much detail, this led to me being in a wheelchair for about 9 months and homeschooled for 8th grade. Because the infection rate and the complication rate for this particular procedure was 100%, my mother was determined that we were going to beat the odds, and we did. Once I could see past all the emotions that came along with the drastic changes in my life at the time, I was completely in awe of what my doctor and my body were capable of doing. The moment that solidified my path was when I was 16. While my mom was walking our dogs, during a surreal turn of events, someone ended up shooting and killing my dog, and in the process shot my mom in the abdomen. She had to have emergency surgery to remove the bullet and was in the hospital. My world was turned upside down in a flash. So much of the time that she was in the hospital was a blur, but there were 2 people, a nurse and a doctor, that stood out among the haze. It was interacting with them that gave me the strength to help her during the recovery. Just as she helped me to be my nurse when I needed her, I was there to care for her when she needed me. My mother understood the importance of education and has always stressed me that if we didn't know how to do something, we could always learn. It took her 14 years, but she was persistent, sometimes taking 1 class a semester, and earned her bachelor's degree. When it came time for me to apply for college while I was at Meridian High School, I was told that realistically her budget would allow me to live at home and attend Boise State. If I wanted more than that, it was up to me. I applied to all the universities in Idaho and toured a few of them. After being accepted to the College of Idaho and touring the campus, I felt as though I had connected with the faculty and others in as little as a few hours compared to my weekend-long tours at other universities. During our recap and discussions of what my educational goals were, my mom told me that when I spoke about C of I lit up in a way that led her to believe that this was the place that I needed to be. She was adamant that I go there because she knew that if I was somewhere that I chose to be and that I wanted to be, that in and of itself would lead to a greater success rate for me. There have been many people that I have come to look up to in my educational career. Dr. Gib Nelson in the chemistry department would take time out of his day or night to help walk me through chemistry problems that I just could not wrap my brain around. Dr. Kyle Cheesewright helped me to break out of my comfort zones and build the confidence to publicly speak. LaTanya Haney-Keith, who has spent many hours with me coaching me on and supporting me in all of my endeavors. Blake Densley, who told me to rewrite my statement to Stanford because he knew I could do better. It turns out he was right. With his help, I was granted the opportunity to be the first and only undergraduate student selected for the Stanford internship program from over 200 other applicants. His honesty and constructive criticism are a testament to how much the faculty at the College of Idaho truly care for its student successes. Not only has the faculty made an impression, but alumni as well. I was fortunate enough to meet Dr. Mary Baranaga while I was working at the student store, and she has become one of my confidants, as well as someone who genuinely supports me and my journey. Recently, I found out that I was gifted additional funds for my final semester. These funds have allowed me to slightly reduce my working hours, but my hope is that through the fundraising efforts of this gala, many more opportunities will be provided for hardworking students like me in the future. Hardworking students who just need that extra helping hand to help them realize their potential and their worth. I am eternally grateful for the opportunities, the assistance, the mentorships, and I'm looking forward to the day that I am able to lend out a helping hand and make a difference in someone's world like those who've made a difference in mine.
Well, it's for students just like Christina that this entire night is about. Scholarships for a student like Christina. And how big of a difference could that make for somebody like Christina Hernandez? Well, that summer of 2021, she was working 32 hours. She was doing this internship for 32 hours, and she was studying for the MCAT exams to get into medical school. Well, with that 60-some hours of work and study with the Stanford internship, not as much time to study for her MCATs, and so she wants to take that exam again. Well, scholarships can help a student like Christina to where, well, maybe she doesn't have to work that second job, that job at St. Alphonsus, and she could have just worked on the internship and studying for her exams, and that's the kind of difference that tonight makes and that you can make directly in the life of a student like Christina Hernandez, and we just thank her for sharing that story with us. Now it's time to shift to, well, a portion that might be more familiar to those of you who were with us a year ago when we couldn't be in person. It was the virtual gala, and it was also Joe and Jack virtually then. Jack, we gave a live look into the gala today. You and I are both in that room, right?
Yes, we are.
But then we're here too, so this is...
Well, Joe, I attribute it to the virtual velvet, okay? It comes down to virtual velvet. We saved this jacket for special occasions just like this, and here we are, sort of like a Beam Me Up Scotty, only different, right? From the room to here we are. But I just got to say, just like Christina, I'm living proof of that. I wouldn't have been at the College of Idaho if it wasn't for scholarships. And it's just so touching that she really had the courage to come forward and tell all of us and share her story with us, because we really want all of you at home and in the room to hear a lot of stories just like that of Christina's.
Yeah, is it okay if I touch the virtual velvet?
Well, yeah.
That is indeed virtual velvet, and this is a purple like you can't. It's virtual in real life. This is remarkable.
One of a kind.
One of a kind. Yes. Yeah. Jack, talk about a little bit about how the scholarships. I mean, so we talk about it all night long for this event, but scholarships really make a difference to getting these quality students to the college.
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is, well over 90% of our students receive a scholarship and some financial aid to be here at the college. And at last check, it's well over $20,000 to monetize it in financial aid that these students, all of our students, are getting here to be here on campus. And so ultimately, at the end of the day, without those scholarships, they wouldn't be here. You know, being a private institution, I say it day in and day out, Joe, and you've heard me, it's the lifeblood for our students, and it's a lifeblood for the college. And we continue annually to go back out to our friends, family, and alumni to try to recruit these scholarships. And that's what makes tonight really so important for the college. $575,000. there's a lot of places out there trying to raise $575,000 in an entire year, and here we are talking about it in
one night. Right. Yeah, that's a great point, Jack. Well, one of the things that where you can pitch in now is this virtual paddle raise, and we did it last year with the virtual gala. There'll be a paddle raise that's going on live in the room as well at the Boise Centre, but you can get involved with it as well because we're doing a virtual paddle raise tonight.
Absolutely. So everybody will have an opportunity. Hope you didn't spend all your money this week on the silent auction or the raffles, but ultimately coming back, this is where your dollars go directly to help a student. Right. You're making a cash gift that's going to go right into the hands of a student. And so we really want this to be all-inclusive. We know we really strive for participation. So we start out at some higher levels, and then please be patient with us. We're going to go all the way down and make it at a level that really our entire audience hopefully can participate.
Yes, everyone can make a difference in this, whether it's a high amount or a low amount. Just know that you're participating, and the funds are going to go directly into the scholarship fund to benefit our students. So what's the number that we start with?
Yeah, so tonight we're going to kick it off with $25,000. It's a big number.
That's a big number.
Yeah, it is.
I guess when you're doing the 575, you got to start with a big number.
You got to start with a big number, and kicking off. Joe, I was thinking back years ago. I think it was 2013 was the first scholarship gala you and I worked on together. We never even dreamed of starting at $25,000. We didn't really know of anybody in the room that would be willing to support at $25,000. And we're so blessed again to be back here tonight to kick things off at $25,000. And I'm proud to say that we have a donor who's come forward and is going to kick us off tonight at $25,000, and that's Gray and Brenda Wolf.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Of course.
And so touched by their generosity, and for those that haven't had a chance, please get over to see Wolf Field, our baseball field. It's one of the greatest baseball stadiums in our Northwest region. And anyway, a huge thanks to Gray and Brenda Wolf for kicking us off with $25,000 tonight.
So you can definitely match that if you'd like, and you can do it right here online. Again, thanks to the Wolves for supporting the college, not only tonight, but just in so many different ways through many, many years. What's the next level?
So we're going to go down and drop down to $15,000. And at that $15,000 level, I'm so pleased to report, Joe, I think you might know the story, but the Wiebushes, Jim and Melinda Wiebush, they are alumni parents, which is really touching. Recently had a conversation with both of them, and tonight they're coming forward and would really challenge all of you and our audience to really try to join in and help support them. They're going to do $15,000 for us tonight. Their daughter Molly had a wonderful experience at the college, and they really want to help continue to provide that educational experience for additional students at the college.
So let me get that right. They didn't go to the college. Their daughter went to the college, and they're chipping in $15,000 towards scholarships.
Yes, that's correct.
They're
up in North Idaho. Great folks, and we're just so thankful that they're looking out for the college. Thank you both, Wiebushes. We really appreciate it.
Wow, 2 levels, 2 great gifts. Thank you very much, Wiebushes, Wolves. Boy, every dollar counts, and that's just a very generous gift.
And Joe, I got to say right now, because we both know that we're in the room, and to all of you out there, there's going to be more. And so tonight we're giving you just a little snippet of what's going on, and would really encourage you to keep track online and take a look as some of the other paddle raise gifts will be coming in, because I know there's more. So please, Joe and I pretty well. We don't want to be forgetting anybody, and I know there's going to be others, and we're just going to give you a glimpse of who we have. So our next level is going to be $10,000.
Okay.
And I know we have a couple of folks already who've agreed to come in at $10,000, and some great ones, Linda and John Beckett. I'm sure they're tuned in tonight. I know they couldn't be here in the room with us, but they've come forward at that $10,000 level. They're probably up at their ranch touring in, and hopefully, Linda, you got that Wi-Fi tuned in, so it's working tonight. But thank you both so much for all you do. They're also involved in a live auction item tonight in the room. the Cabarton Ranch experience. It's a tour and a float trip. So thank you both very much for that.
Yeah, that's it's great to see not only that live auction gift, but again, just making a virtual paddle raise, and you can join them at that level, at that $10,000 level, if that's the area that you're able and willing to give to support the scholarships here at the college. Well, we go from 10 to what's the next stair step that we go to, Jack?
Well, actually, we have a second person at 10,000.
Oh,
yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
We don't have to go yet.
So Bev and George Herod, thank you so much. They came through last year as well, and they're in this year at $10,000 as well. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. And I know they're not able to be with us in the room tonight, but I want to give them a shout out as well.
Oh, thank you very much for that gift as well. So if I try to stare down to another step,
Yeah, so
can you get another 10?
Yeah, no, I'm trying.
Okay,
I'm trying.
that might be happening right now.
I think they call it doubling down, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to move down. The next level is $5,000. Okay. And gosh, somebody we both know well, Marcia Wing and her husband Greg Garlick have kindly supported us this year and offered up a $5,000 gift as a paddle up. So thank you, Marcia. Marcia's an alumnus and actually on the board of trustees and chair of our college relations committee. And year in, year out, you're there for us. Thank you so much, Marcia. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, college relations. I don't think I even mentioned that when I brought you on. I just brought you on as Jack Cafferty because everyone knows you. You are the vice president of college relations here at the college, and so and served very well with Marcia. And so thank you for that gift, Marcia, as well as supporting us in what we do here at the College of Idaho. So.
And then we're going to move on to 3,000.
Okay, I like that number.
Yeah, and he's actually in the room. They're in the room with us tonight, but came forward right off the bat to help us out. And it's Don and Patty Dieters. Don served on the board. Yep. He's an alumnus. And I saw him recently. He says, gosh, we got to help you guys out. So anyway, they graciously made a $3,000 gift to help us out with the paddle up tonight. So thank you, Dieters. We really appreciate it and appreciate you being there for us.
Yes, thank you very much to the Dieters. And then the next, and so $3,000 is the level for you. Please just go online and make that gift right now. The next level is one that's always pretty special for the college because it's not just a nice even number. It's
1891.
What's the significance of that number, Jack?
Let me see. I think it might be Jim Everett's password on his computer. No, I'm just teasing. I think it actually, I know actually, it's the year the college was founded. Oh, of course. Right. This is a popular amount. This is near and dear to our hearts. We have the 1891 Society at the college for all those gifting that amount annually. And we traditionally see a lot of hands go up in the room, and I'm sure we're going to see that again here tonight. But just to let a few folks know that are kicking this off, the Wolfs, Ray and Janice Wolf, they couldn't be here tonight. Said, hey, gosh, we want to help out. We always do 1891. They've sent in an $1,891 paddle up for us. So thank you to the Wolves. Appreciate it. Also, Marilyn Devaney. Marilyn actually was on the gala committee at one time. Thank you, Marilyn, so much. She's made a generous 1891 gift as well. And then we can't forget our great friends, Bob and Jean Bonar, also class of 66. They're helping us out tonight.
Yes.
And
I imagine they could be watching.
They're probably watching. Yeah. Thank you, Bonars. You're amazing. Couldn't do it without you. So, and then from there, we're going to move down. The next level available to everybody will be $1,000. And so as that flashes up, please go in and you can take advantage of that. A couple others that I wanted to call out, though, at the $500 level. Okay. Ed Miller, an alumnus. Thank you, Ed, so much. Really appreciate it. Just got word from him yesterday, and he sent in $500. And also wanted to call out Becky Hansen, an alumnus here in Caldwell. Thank you, Becky. Really appreciate your generosity as well. And then we're going to move down to the $250 level, Joe. And so hands are going to be going up like crazy. And again, we're just going to give you a little snippet and call out A couple of folks we've heard from already. One is, I know she's actually in the room with us tonight, is Miriam Schneider.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's crazy when we think about our gala audience and all of you out there. Miriam's in town from New York. Flew all the way in to be here with us at the gala. So thank you, Miriam. Appreciate that very much.
She was featured in a Quest alumni magazine a few issues ago. And if you've not been to the gala, this is the point where we understand that not everyone can make a $25,000 or a $15,000 gift, but we start getting down to those levels, and that's when all these paddles start. And so we're assuming that is getting to levels of where everyone can maybe participate and know that you are at a level that you can still make a difference to the lives of our students.
Yeah, absolutely. And then moving on, we're going to go down to $100.
Okay.
And
getting the virtual paddle raises going.
Here they go. And I got to tell you, for those that haven't been to the Scholarship Gala, Joe and I, when we get to this point, right, and at 100, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably going to be somewhere around 550 people in the room. And when we get down to this $100 level, right, Joe? I mean, it's just
naming off numbers all across the room. Yeah.
And it's just so touching. It's incredible. And this is one of those things that we hear time and time again. Whatever you did to create that feeling in the room that night, try to do it again. And so we start seeing it at this, and we start getting down, and we're at $100. I got to give a little shout out, Joe. I think you might have met her as well. She's an alumnus up in North Idaho, Janelle Burke. And Janelle, recently heard from her, and Janelle recently lost her husband, and she sent in a gift. And I wanted to say thank you, Janelle, for all you do all these years. She's sort of a tried and true Yote and purple through and through. So thank you so much, and really appreciate it.
Indeed. Thank you for that. And if $100 your level, fantastic. If not, we're working our way down.
Right. So this is our last level.
Okay.
And again, what I keep saying time and time again, we want to make an opportunity for everybody. So then we're going to end the evening here at $50. And, it's interesting, Joe, when I think about all the people that give back to the college at so many different areas and levels. Stephen Buffard is a volunteer in our museum. The Museum of Natural History, and he recently sent in $50 to be included as part of the gala. So Stephen, to you, thank you so much. And I know there's a lot of others, but you're a great example of giving back in a lot of ways, from volunteering to actually making a cash gift and making a difference in students' lives here at the college. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we very much appreciate every gift that's coming in, from the $25,000 level to the $50 level. They're all making a difference. They're all making a difference to multiple students, just like Christina, who you heard from. And just if you're ever coming onto campus, there are so many students that are appreciative. Hopefully you've gotten a thank you note from some of them. They're very good about doing that. It's just know that it is making a difference to the students here at the College of Idaho. Jack, I want to just mention again, this virtual velvet, it's not in the room at the Boise Centre tonight, correct?
No.
This is special for the virtual gala.
That's right, virtual velvet. Broke it out just for all of you tonight.
Oh, I appreciate that too, Jack. Yes, because it makes it that much more special that this is going on. So yeah, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and thank some of our sponsors.
We're a title and escrow company. With strong roots throughout the West, we're here to make a difference.
We're committed to building communities and celebrating homeownership.
With locations in Idaho, Washington, and Utah, we're committed to serving every unique need of real estate professionals, home buyers, and sellers.
We help people achieve their dream of owning a home.
At Title One, there is a difference.
So a big thank you to Title One, all the Abby Black and all the good folks down there. And this gala does not happen without a great number of sponsors for this. Jack, you know them all.
Oh yeah, Joe, thanks. It's incredible. We're only able to pull this event off and be here tonight with the help of these sponsors. They come forward and are so generous. Really got to start with our title sponsor tonight, DB Fitzpatrick. Brandon Fitzpatrick, thank you, my friend. He's a trustee member, and gosh, he just is there for us year in, year out. Thank you, Brandon. It means the world to us to have you and DB Fitzpatrick support. The next one is Boise Cascade, Joe. Our very own Jill Tweet, an alumnus of the college, chair of the board, is at Boise Cascade, and the entire team at Boise Cascade are here with us tonight. Thank you so much to Boise Cascade for all they do. And then Charlene Marr and Blue Cross of Idaho. Yes, they are incredible. They're here tonight. Thank you, Charlene. You and your team support us year in, year out, as well as a number of our students. Thank you so much. And then our very own Andy Erstad with Erstad Architects. I know Andy's here tonight. Thank you so much, Andy. You also are here for us each year. Every year. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And the team at Albertsons, thank you. Susan Morris, you are incredible. You and your team continue to support us and our students. We have the Bob Miller Legacy Internship at Albertsons, and they also did the flowers and the centerpieces this year for us. So thank you so much, Albertsons. Really appreciate it. Caxton, oh my goodness, Scott Gibson, he's here tonight, and Scott and the entire Gibson family at Caxton. They printed our program for us, by the way, and are great supporters of not only the College of Idaho, Joe, but the entire Caldwell community. Thank you so much to the Caxton team. And then we have U.S. Bank. We'd like to thank Justin Smith. Thank you, Justin. He's our very own alumnus, played baseball here at the college. Really appreciate it, Justin. Thank you to the entire U.S. Bank team for your support. And then we move to Anderson Construction. Joe, Anderson's been great. Really appreciate all they've done. Chewy Garcia is our contact over there. Thank you, Chewy. You're in the room with us tonight. Really appreciate all that Anderson continues to do for us. And then we have Crosstown Movers. Very special thanks to Beth Brigham and Laura Stinto. They've been there for us every year. Thank you both very much for all your support and your sponsorship of the gala.
And we've got a new sponsor for this year as well. It's Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union coming on board this year. Thank you so much to Jackie and the gang there for helping us out at Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union.
Yes, and of course Pepsi, Joe. Pepsi, we're a Pepsi campus here at the College of Idaho. Pepsi's been great supporters of the college for many years. And special thanks to Melanie. Melanie, you're our go-to contact at Pepsi. Really appreciate all you do for us. Holly Troxel, Joe, man, we have got a long list of alumni there. Really appreciate all Holly Troxel and their team does for the college. They're in the room with us tonight as well. And last but certainly not least, our alumnus, John Button and the Record Group. They've been sponsors for several years. Thank you, John, and your team for all you do for the college and for supporting us tonight for the Scholarship Gala. Yeah. We couldn't be here without all of you. I know we've just gone through a laundry list, but at the same time, they all deserve credit. So, and Joe, you and I talk about this a lot, but to everybody out there, please support those who support us. It means a lot to the college, and they're great friends. So thank you all.
The bidding for the online auction items will be open until 9 o'clock Mountain Time, so you can still bid on those here for the next little bit, and then we'll be closing those down. And you can also continue with that virtual paddle raise. You want to make a gift, go ahead and do so. Clear up through that 9 o'clock hour Mountain Time. Boy, I tell you what, I just want to thank everybody for the virtual gala, for joining us virtually. Sometimes it's easier to come to something in person. I think it's a special effort to join us virtually like this, like we did last year. So I just want to thank everybody out there who has joined us tonight. Please continue to keep an eye on the great things happening at the College of Idaho. And as we sign off, as we like to always say, go Yotes!